Right, for the notifications to come out. Yes, it's up. Alright, I think. Maybe not. Anywho, it should come up soonish. Anyway, welcome everyone to the penultimate race of this Blue Championship season. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, we are here in Sao Paulo for the Brazilian Grand Prix. The route interruption by my dad, but we'll get past that. But anyways, a few notes, I should say. Gala is already disqualified. Not sure how. And Konas and James have had an incident. Again, not sure how, but yeah. This just happened just like that. Anyways, we have 12 minutes 30 seconds to go in the first qualifier session with NBC Alcatraz 1 minute 9.2 on top of the leaderboards currently. He's sitting in the fastest second sector and he's about to go even faster. So stay on with him. And we'll see what he does. If he doesn't point twist, he stays out and he should go faster. He does with a 1 minute 9.1, so improves his time by less than a tenth of a second. And he goes around a tenth or tenth and a half faster than Carter Crap, who's actually in P2. So this is pretty good for him, even though there's only 5 people who completed their laps. Still 1 minute 9.295. Brady is in third, the 1 minute 10.1 in the Alpha. The Smeg is back in the McLaren with the 1 minute 11.2. And Server Knight in the Toro Rosso this time with the 1 minute 11.6. So, we have Wogboy currently on the lap, on the medium tyres actually. Which seems to be the only guy who's actually doing this. I'm not sure why. He must have more than a set or two of those medium tyres. Anyway, he's at the fastest second sector, and he's going to go probably on the top of the leaderboard, so he hugs the inside wall, goes pole position for now, with a 1 minute 9.123 on the medium tyres. It's a very good lap time over there. I'll have to keep an eye on Lunacy as well. He's just about to finish his lap. So, goes P1 now, Lunacy on top. 1 minute 9 dead, so definitely going to be probably mid to low 8s by the time we get to Q3. Obviously 3 guys are already out, so only 2 people will actually be knocked out from this qualifying. As we watch Todso, who has Server Knight as a small toe, he has put the fastest to the purple to the second sector, but Schmidt going faster with the 1 minute 8.5, so already into the mid 8s, with Todso only P2 with the 8.8, so 2 and 3 tenths slower than Schmidt, who does go fast as Purcell, but in front of 5 tenths faster than Lunacy. So there is a lot of time to be gained in this session. Watch Lazy Tower on his outlap. We have Smeg, who is just continuing to do a few laps, just continuing some practice. I can only manage to do a 1 minute 10.8. He's matching his first sector time just then, as I think Breno is actually on a lap here, so same with Breno. In the second Ferrari currently, who has not set a lap. He will come through the turn 4 and now turn 5. Obviously this track with 15 corners. Coming through the middle part, the second sector, very technical, very slow, very easy to lose traction, to spin the wheels out of here. So drivers have to be very, very careful coming out of these corners. Even with medium traction, it's quite easy to lose the car as he comes through that second sector successfully. Says fastest to the second sector. He's coming out of Junkao. Now through turn 14 and now up to the kink of turn 15. And going across the line, and he'll set a 1 minute 9.0. Only good for P4, but should keep him safe for now. Tao was on a lap, he did invalidate it. I believe Banana Cake is on a lap. He's right behind Totso, who I think may be coming in soon. The yellows are for Lazy Tao right now. Dougie Falcon, Zach, and Honest Crook are all in the pits still. Actually, Dougie Falcons has returned from a 4 or 5 race absence. He's finally back in the Mercedes, and he will challenge Banana for that, I believe, P4 spot. If I can bring up the standings for myself, which haven't been updated. Okay, never mind. But I believe Banana and Dougie are still fighting it out. Banana, while we're on board with him, he goes P4 with a 1 minute 1 minute 8.7, and Tossler going pole with a 1 minute 8.5. Meanwhile, Game Burger is about to finish his lap as well. This is coming out of the final real corner and coming onto the front straight in the second McLaren. Can he get up into the 9s at least? It does 8.4, actually goes pole. Game Burger. So he is a reserve gaming, and as Honest Crook comes out as well. Tao back into the pits. He's not having a good qualifying. Only 6 minutes 55 to go. But Game Burger, a reserve, showing he has the pace in this league. Honest Crook is about to start his lap as he comes through the center S's now. Goes a little bit wide, but that shouldn't affect him too much. Has to get out of the gas just for a moment. As he coming into the end of sector 1 with the 17.2. Doesn't say it's purple, but obviously there is that glitch where basically that is unreliable, the purples, the sector times. So we won't know for sure until he finishes his lap, which is in a way it's a good thing in its own way. Leaves the run unpredictable. So there's Honest Crook coming through turn, I believe there's turn 11, now through 12 into the last braking zone of 13, braking just before that 50 meter more with the 50 meter board, coming through 14, and now up the gears, gonna hug the inside wall, or hug the inside all the way through, and we'll set at 1 minute 9.8, only good for P11. So Zutaro Rosso is P11 to P12. Meanwhile, Brenner up into P8. I'm not sure if I said that before, but we have Dougie Falcon who's actually out as well. So only Dougie, Zach, and Tao are the 3 who have not set a lap yet. Dougie again, there's another guy on the mediums. I think that was Can't Do Crap, who went P7 for 1 minute 8.9. So very good lap for him, as Dougie is backing off now. I think, is that Aaron? Aaron went P4 with a 1 minute 8.6. As Dougie will be the next guy through to start his lap at the 1 and 2 yellow. That should be for some cars just slowing down. Dougie had missing a few rounds of this season. Looks like there's Reedy, or it looks like Reedy is slowing down for someone. He's coming through the center S's. Well, this is not. He's already, yeah. Center S's has caught him out. Already lost his lap, but he's on the medium tires, so he'll get another lap in. As I think we should watch Honest Crook finish his lap before we start watching Tao's lap. So Honest going up no spots actually, and is quite a lap as he spins in the first corner. That'll probably be a small distraction for very lazy Tao, who does lose his lap once again The third time in this third run. He just can't get that center S. The second center S, he can't get through it correctly. So the two Mercedes, both without a lap with 3 minutes 55 to go. Oh, Zach's still not out. He may start from the back. So you might see quite the run through from, I don't think, quite the entertaining race from these guys. Toddy retires to the 1 minute 8.5 up in P2, so he'll easily get through. Smeg is currently in danger of losing his lap as Servanite retires. I believe that is in the pits? No. Retires on track. We'll keep an eye on Smeg though, as he's put in a fresh set of rubber, and we'll come and try to beat that time of 1 minute 10.8. He needs another 7 tenths or so to get anywhere near Reedy, and then a further 2 tenths, I believe. No, yeah, further 2 tenths to get past Servanite. So there's a lot to give. He's already 8 tenths up on his second sector time, so he has it all to do. But I think he might just get past Reedy. I'm not sure about Server, but that could be just P13. I don't think that might not be enough, considering that's a P12 actually. So he does beat Servanite's time, so he should be safe with that. As Reed's going to start a new lap, I believe Dougie is into the pits again. So Doug is going to have a very, very fast pit stop. Obviously, you can't have a quick stop, a racing pit stop, but you have to actually go into the garage. So this might be the end for our old English buddy. Very lazy how now coming through the final braking zone. Obviously, has not set a lap. This will be the last lap. He cannot come into the pit, so he may run out of fuel actually. Hopefully not, but should be able to finish the lap. He does. He sets the time at 1 minute 9.3. After P11, he should be safe with that. With both Dougie and Zach in the pits, Reedy is waiting on the outside for what looks like to be Schmidt, as Breno also retires from P9. Reedy is now on the cusp of relegation out of qualifying 1, as Lockbar retires from P6. But I'm not too sure if Reedy can make it through. He obviously needs to get past Servanite to have a chance of staying in, and I don't think Dougie Dougie does have it all to do. Schmidt goes actually pole or fastest once again, the 1 minute 8 dead. But Dougie has it all to do with 55 seconds to complete a whole outlap. I'm not sure if he can do it, but I'll understand with Reedy. See if he improves at all on his previous time. Up by a 10th, almost 2nd. That's not going to be enough just yet. Cut back to Dougie with 30 seconds to go. He's coming into turn 11. Aaron gets a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking. Is that 2 5-place penalties? It's 10 places for Aaron for blocking Tau. As it looks like he's trying to go around the outside. I'm not sure what Aaron's trying to do. I'm really not sure. He's trying to race Dougie, but he'll get 10 seconds as Dougie will actually start his lap. Aaron, yeah, so Dougie's just trying to, he does get past Aaron now, so as long as he doesn't dive bomb Dougie. But we're coming back to Reedy, who will put himself P12. It's all down to Dougie. See what he can do. See if Aaron is going to ruin his lap. Obviously he will start 10 places down on his qualifying position now. I don't think he will actually do anything. Hopefully not. I'd like to see what Dougie can do in this qualifying, in this session. I'd like to see him get through. So he will be a force to be reckoned with in the later stages of qualifying and in the race as well. Gonna cut back on board to Dougie, is coming through Jean Cow. Once again, Now, will he be able to get out of qualifying 1? He needs to say, well, a 1 minute 9.9 basically to beat, and he will easily beat that 1 minute 8.9. So that means Server is actually out of qualifying, and Dougie Falcons is through to Q2. So that is it. Obviously, Aaron with the 10-second time penalty. Reedy obviously in, but so the 5 drivers, yeah, counting correctly, the 5 drivers who are out in this first qualified session is Garles, who got disqualified somehow. Zach for not setting a time once again. James Cruz for DNFing with Conehouse, who also DNF'd. And Servernite, the only driver who didn't make it through, but actually set a time. So it must be quite disappointing for Server. So he'll be the only guy who's actually going to have to wait. Actually made an effort, really, to do a time, but doesn't get through. So, qualifying 2. This is lap 1 of 3. There we go. Qualifying 2. Start to see, as per usual, the tyre strategies. So see a few guys have gone to the meters, as Alcatraz is giving us a perfect example of, and Honest Crookers as well. But we should see a few guys testing the delta, testing the limits of how much slower the mediums is compared to the softs. We saw, I think last session it was Wogboy, or I think it was Wogboy, who did set a time on the mediums and was faster than an Alcatraz in a 1 minute 9.1, I believe. I'm getting that correct. But Alcatraz is the actual second one out. Wogboy's the first one out, so cut to Wogboy. And we're starting with him, obviously the pink helmet, the iconic pink helmet from Wogboy. As a few more guys coming out on the mediums, Can't Do Crap, and the Smeg coming out as well in the Ferrari and McLaren respectively. We have Wogboy now coming through. Wogboy is actually, I believe he is a reserve driver as well, as he's slowing down to start his lap, pushing Alcatraz back. But Alcatraz may get the toe from Wogboy as we come on this on this main straight, I should say, and start his lap. So down hard on the brakes. It looks like at the 50 meter board into the center S's, a little bit wide to turn 1, over turn 2, and he's almost lost. He's aborted his lap already. Maybe, yes he has. So we'll cut down to Alcatraz now. It's for the rest of the lap. Yeah, so Wogboy getting out the way now, braking at just after the 100 meter board into turn 4. Now coming as he's lost Alcatraz. Looks like he's lost his lap as well. So I think he's. I'm not sure if I don't think he's pushing on. But we'll cut down to Banana, who it does say he's on a lap. So third driver in 1 lap we've gone through, as he's coming through turn 9, up into 10, a small kink of 10 into the hard braking zone of 11. Probably the slowest corner on the track, to be honest. Now into turn 12. Through end of the second sector, obviously he's going purple. Through turn 13. Now up through 14, the small kink. As he lifts actually a bit. And he's not running any RS. Wogboy, he didn't actually invalidate his lap, but he did a 1 minute 16.2, Banana 13.2, so obviously not competitive whatsoever. I think Hunter Craft's just about to start his lap. He is. That means I think Breno will finish his lap first. Tao actually, with a 1 minute 9.1. So that's the benchmark, the proper benchmark. As Breno back into the pits, it looks like it is, and so is Honest Crook. The Red Bull of Lunacy is going to come through next to finish his lap, and it'll be a 1 minute. It will be a 9.2, so a tenth slower than Tao. Meanwhile, we have Wogbo, who I think is going to come in. He is. Banana's going to come in as well. Alcatraz already went to the pits. I think. Does that mean Dougie? Does that mean Dougie will start his lap first? I'll cut back to Wogbo real quick. If he pulls into the pits, I believe Banana will as well. So yes, Dougie will be the next guy to start his lap. Obviously, can't do crap up in P7 who have not started the lap. He'll come and finish it. But I think he actually invalidated it, so never mind. Never mind that. Dougie Falcons as we come through the center S's with him. Out of turn 3. Now into turn 4. After this second DRS zone. Obviously, well, purple to the first sector with a 16. The sub 17 first sector time. Carrying through turn 6 and 7, the double right-hander into turn 8. The first of the hairpins. Now down through 9 and up into the right-hand kink of 10 into the slowest corner on the circuit, I think. In turn 11 now, long sweeping left-hander turn 12 into 13 as he brakes at the just before the 50 meter board. Purple to the second sector. And now he will go full throttle up to the line, hugging the inside wall. And will set a probably purple lap time on his soft tyres. The 1 minute 8.1, a full second faster than his teammate, very lazy Tao. It's a very good job for him. Can't do crap with a 1 minute 9.4 on the set of medium tyres. As now we have a cut to, I think anyone else is on a lap. If I'm not mistaken, that is Honors Crook, who's about to start his lap, and he'll be the next guy through to finish it. With 9 minutes to go, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 drivers who will have completed. 3 have actually completed their times in mediums, and 2 who obviously have not. But I wonder if Banana and Wogboy will come out on the mediums. In the mediums once again. As we're coming into turn 8 now, through 9, keeping it very tight. Hugging that curb as it comes to turn 10 on his crook. Quite a fast guy, but also quite unlucky. Getting caught up in a lot of carnage in the past few races when he's been in, and we've just watched him retire from the race. So there goes on his crook from qualifying. That leaves Gameberger in the McLaren, I believe, who will finish his lap. So obviously there's no red flags in this game. So everyone continues on. Gameberger P2 with a 1 minute 9 dead. Looks like Breno will start his lap next, but Tosta will come and finish it on his soft tyres with 1 minute 8.4 P2 now, as it looks like it was a Banana who will start his lap. So that means going down to Wogbo, who is about to finish his lap with looks like X-Ray Schmidt right behind him. So Schmidt will get a very good tow from Wogbo, as we saw with Alcatraz last time. Now Wogbo is going to finish his lap. We'll set a 1 minute 8.3, only P2. Schmidt with a 1 minute 8.6, only P4 for him. Breno, actually I was going to say the only guy, but from P10 down, they have not set a lap. Aaron, Reedy and Smeg all in the pits right now. Or stay on with Breno, as he's the first guy to set the lap time. Who has not actually set the time. As Alcatraz is about to start his lap, and then we'll come on to Banana as well, who's finishing his lap as well. So Breno coming onto the final straight, opening the DRS, hugging that inside wall as you do, and now he goes P5 with a 1 minute 8.8 as it comes down to Banana Cake. as he finishes with a 1 minute 9.0, only P7 for him on those medium tyres. That's actually quite a good lap on the medium tyres for Banana. Alcatraz now, he'll be the next to come through, I believe. He's coming up to turn 10 now, braking hard into turn 11. It's slightly banked the corner, coming down into turn 12. Had to lift a little bit there, as you see. Now, coming out of turn 13 into turn 14. Tulsa retires once again. He's happy with his one and only lap. 5 minutes 50 to go. And NBC Alcatraz will set a lap time of 1 minute 8.6, putting himself P5, which should be safe for him. I reckon where Tao, Burger and Banana are may be the cut-off point for this qualifying. We come on with Very Lazy Tao now. I think he's the only guy he'll be the only one on the track who's actually setting a time, as Alcatraz is coming into the pits later on. But Tao, he wants to get up into that mid-8s at least to have a chance of getting into Q3. Obviously last time out, Tao did miss out, and I think that was out of Q1 as he actually aborts his lap, and he has 4 minutes 40 to do another one. I think he should stay out. But we have Lunacy and Reedy, who both are, well, Lunacy is on the cusp of the drop zone. Reedy is actually in the drop zone, not having set a lap just yet. But both of these guys really needing to up their pace to get into Q3. Very Lazy Tower should start another lap. Yes, he does. And now he should still start another lap. 4 minutes to go. That gives us around 1, possibly 2 runs. I just saw Dougie could do it. Yeah, Dougie could do it before someone's gone. I think Lunacy is slowed up for Rady to go past and give himself a little gap. Meanwhile, Larry Lazytower is going to complete the first time, only 2 tenths slower actually on his previous time. So not good signs early on for him. Obviously Kanto Crab slowing up, getting ready for his lap time, but we're staying on board with Tao, who needs to set a time. A 1 minute 9.1 would not be good enough because very wide into turn 8. Short shifting up through 9 to ease that traction. And now through turn 11 and into turn 12. Finish off the second sector. Let's see what his split is. It's only 53.1, 4 tenths slower. This will not be his lap time. We should see him peel off into the pits. I think we will. Yes, we will. He's going to pull into the pits. So we'll come on with Reedy now, who has not set a lap time yet. Meanwhile, behind him, Lunacy is actually 3 tenths faster than his previous time. So Lunacy will get into the 8s, possibly up with Breno with an 8.86. Wogbar retiring from P2, but Reedy sitting on 1 minute 9.5, only P top for him. Lunacy meanwhile up into P6 in front of Breno. And behind him, looks like Banana Cake is going to start his lap, but then Kaji Crab's going to finish his lap. As we come on to the final straight for him, the second of the Ferraris currently. Now, can he get into qualifying 3? He can. Currently, with 2 minutes to go, he is in P7, right in front of his teammate Breno. Obviously, already has finished his lap. Banana has invalidated his lap, so he's in P10. He can't come into the pits. He has to go for another lap. I don't think anyone, except for Schmidt, is on a lap. He's up in P4 though. We're waiting on Very Lazy Tower, who will come in and come straight back out. Waiting on Rady, who I don't think we're about to sit another time. We're waiting on the Smeg, who's actually finally come out. And obviously Honest Crook is out. So, oh, that's cool. Commentators curse essay, yeah. Riding on board with him, and we saw him crash firsthand. Very late. XJ Schmidt, not Tao. Setting purpose of the second sector, which I'm not sure if he did, but anywho, he will improve this lap with a 1 minute 8.3, only P3 for him. But I want to stay on with the Smeg, who has not set the lap time yet. Aaron will not set the time. He will start from the back with his teammate in Zach. His team, he has, I can't talk today. As he has his 10th place grid penalty to serve for blocking, I believe that was Tao. It's going very wide into the third center F, or into the turn 3, I should say. Not losing his lap time though, so very lucky for him. He's coming through turn 4. Obviously, he's in the cursed McLaren car. And a former, or not a former, a current commentator of Dynamic Nights Esports, as he often is the one inflicting the curse on many other drivers. Can he beat the curse today? Not sure. Can he prove the curse wrong? Now, the Smeg coming through turn 13. And he's going to open the throttle and will blast off through the final straight. With the timer running out, Brotto retiring up in P6, so he does improve. Contra only in P9. Now the Smeg cannot improve to Q3, only P13 with a 1 minute 9.6. The very latest tower is on the lap, he's just about finished. Can he improve from his P11 as well, 1 minute 9.1. He just needs at least a tenth of a second to get past Berger. Can he do it? As he's coming across the line just about now with a 1 minute 8.6. He does get past. Galenberg is out of qualifying too. Contra just making it on the cusp of his fingernails. As Banana Cake has run out of fuel. So, probably the most talked about guy in the comments is Banana. Obviously suffering a unusual crash last weekend in Australia, with Honest Crook unable to turn and taking Banana out with him. As Banana actually retires from the session. So that is qualifying 2 all done and dusted. We have Honest Crook, who did crash out on the approach to turn 13. We have Aaron L3 F4, who did not set a time in the Haas. We have the Smeg in the McLaren, who could not get out into Q3 with a 1 minute 9.697. We have Reedy with a 1 minute 9.578 in P12. And 5 tenths faster than them is Galenberg, who just misses out as Tao gets him out to death with a 1 minute 9.0. Obviously, the medium tyre strategy didn't work, and the top 10 will all start on the softs. So, coming into qualifying 3, we have 2 Mercedes, 1 Williams, 2 Ferraris, 2 Renaults, 1 Alfa Romeo, 1 Red Bull, and 1 Racing Point. So, qualifying 3, the shootout. Who will come out first? It looks like it is that Todster? It is Toddy. Toddy coming out first, leading the pack of just him and Can't Do Crap and Wogboy. Lunacy putting on mediums. Not sure what he thinks what do you think he's doing? But anywho, I wonder who actually take pole. So We have 5 guys watching. If any of yous want to give us some predictions, send them through. But honestly, I think Dougie can come back, take the pole from here with Wogboy and Tuddy, P2, P3, and I think Tudsa may come out on top with the win. Obviously, come out with the championship winner. He won it obviously in, I believe it was the USA, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, he won it in Canada. Did he not? He did. Okay, so as per my distractions, Lunacy did come out on the mediums. So interesting tactic from him. Maybe he only has one set of soft tyres. But Todd's coming into, I think he's already aboard his lap. Never mind that, Toddy. Can't do crap. All eyes on him. As we see him coming through, I believe that is turn 5, or turn 6 and 7. And now into turn 8. Through 9 now, he's also aboarded his lap. So that's 2 guys aboarding their laps. Does that mean Banana's gonna be the next one? Or is that Bogboy? I think Bogboy's gonna be the next one through. Yes it is, alright. So Bogboy, the next guy who's actually gonna finish a lap. Unless I think Tower's actually on a lap, or is that Doggy? Doggy on that lap, never mind. Okay, Tulsa with the 1 minute 10.3, obviously that will not be competitive whatsoever, it's just another lap time. Now Walkboy, your first job is to actually set a lap time. We'll put it at 1 minute 8.1, the benchmark time. Banana Cake by only 3/10 slower than him, or 2.3 slower. As we watch Tao going only P5 with a 1 minute 8.6, 2.5 slower than Banana. Now we have, I believe it's Lunacy who's not going to finish his lap. So Alcatraz will finish his lap though. Only P4 with the 1 minute 8.9. I think Dougie will be next. Dougie will be next. As he's coming through, coming across the line. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Speaking gibberish. Coming through the final corner, I should say. But now, as he will come across the line, he's setting purple sectors first and second. Can he put it on pole? He does with 7.8. 3 whole tenths faster than Wogboy. As XJ Schmidt will come through next now as well. He will start a lap, as I think he boarded his lap before with a 1 minute 18.2. I think Breno. I'm not sure he'll be at next. I think we'll stay on with Schmidt, because he'll be the next guy to actually finish a lap. Schmidt, as I've always said before, is up there or thereabouts. And should qualify up with the top 5. He should. Obviously, there's a gap between P5 and P6 with Alcatraz around 6 cents faster than Can't Do Crap. We have also Toddy and Schmidt, who are on board right now, who have not set a proper lap time. Obviously Schmidt 9 seconds faster. That looks like it could be good enough for a 9, possibly a high 8. So you might see him around P5 for now. Keep seeing comments coming up on the stream, but they're not actually coming up. But Schmidt going up P3. So with a 1 minute 8.2, that's a good banker lap time for him. We'll come down to Breno now, who's also just about to finish his lap. Breno, who actually hasn't set a lap time, so we can't compare him to anything just yet. As he plants the throttle and is going to come around the final kink of turn 15, and we'll set a lap time of a 1 minute 8.6 for himself, only P6, as I think Banana is on an outlap. So I'm not sure what's happening. The stream, I keep seeing comments coming up, but obviously they're not showing up. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. But anyway. Anyways. We have Banana who lost his lap, so good one, Banana. Unless he just finished his lap. I'm not too sure. I think we have Country Crap. We'll come on with him now, as he's on his outlap. It looked like, is it Banana's on his outlap? Unless he did finish his lap, just saying. I'm not too sure right now. But now, Country Crap, who has been saying after these guys from Master will come through. As yeah, the Master guys from Master Tier 1 will be banned, technically, from this league. So none from Master League is allowed. But as I was saying before, no one from Master League is allowed to compete in this league next time out, so I don't know what Gengar Phillips is saying. But anyways, so there will be more spots to fill as Country Crab aborts his lap time straight away. Totsa also aborts his lap time straight away. That's not the best thing to see. Anyway, Alcatraz, let's see what you can do. Can you actually complete a lap, unlike the other two guys underneath you? Coming through turn 4 now, up into turn 5. I didn't see his first at the time. You can check back. It looks like he matched it. Matched his first at the time, so it's at least 0.3 of a second to be up near the top 5. Burger got eliminated in Q2, P11. Wingman. As we're coming through turn 12 now. Into turn 13, obviously Purpose is second sector, but only a 1/10.5 faster than his previous time. That won't be good enough currently, but can he improve up into P6 or even P5? Alcatraz does not improve. I believe he can. I don't think he will go for another lap, but if he's fast enough, he can go for in lap and another out lap. On with Country Crap once again, who will start, who is on another lap, I should say. As we'll see, we'll come to Lunacy as well. He's just about to finish his lap. Lunacy in the Red Bull up into P5 with a 1 minute 8.6. Country Crap now, 6 cents faster than his previous time. So he could challenge for P8, for Alcatraz's P8. If he gains a little bit more time on this straight, hugging the inside wall. Now he'll set a 1 minute 8.8, just missing out. As Todster just had a much faster time, going P3 with a 1 minute 8.2. Meanwhile, all the rest of the drivers, Dougie and Wogboy and Schmidt, Banana Cake, Tal and Breno, all coming out of the pits. I believe Banana should be first out, unless Alcatraz is going for another one. He is going for another one. Toddy actually retires, so Toddy obviously didn't have enough time to set another lap time, and he retires from the race, or from the qualifying session I should say. But his teammate Alcatraz is currently on a flying lap. He wants to improve. Only a tenth faster yet again. That will be that'll be enough to put himself actually up to be P6 in front of Lunacy. So the field's quite field's only spread by a few tenths from P3 or P2 all the way, only 5 tenths from P2 down to P9. It's a very close field as Alcatraz coming to the end of his second sector time. That Countercrap into the pits it is. I'm not sure what he's doing, to be honest. Countercrap doing something. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's trying to do. I think he's waiting for the clock to run out, but he's going to cross the line, isn't he? But Alcatraz up into P6. The 1 minute 8.5. Countercrap doing what he wanted to do. Tell actually losing his time, apparently. Breno will come through next. Banana does not improve from his P5 spot. Breno up into only into P9. So Ferrari P9 and 10 currently. XJ Schmidt up in P4. Up into P2 now for Schmidt. Wogboy. Now, will he be able to improve? Up into P2 for Wogboy, taking Schmidt off. Dougie Falcons now. It looks like he will have pole position, but is he going to improve? He does. With a 1 minute 7.7. So just beating Wogboy. Lunacy now, the final driver to come through, as I think he lost his time. So Lunacy will finish P7. And that is it for qualifying in the Brazilian Grand Prix. We have Dougie Falcons on his return taking the pole position for Mercedes by 900ths of a second to Wogboy in the Williams, and third place XJ Schmidt. Now down in fourth, only 10th slower than Schmidt, is Totzler in the Renault. Fifth is Banana Cake Pie with a 1 minute 8.3. 2 tenths slower is NBC Alcatraz, the other Brit, apparently. He's been many nations this season. Lebanese, apparently, Lunacy in P7. P8 is Tau with a 8.6. P9 is Breno, and P10 in the other Ferrari is Can't Do Crap. So, as we wait for the race, it's looking quite overcast, so the possibility of rain is ever looming. As drivers set up their strategies, should be a one stop in this race, potentially. With all the drivers on the starting the soft, they go soft, probably medium. Obviously, if the rain comes, all the strategy gets thrown out of the window and just carnage breaks loose. But other than that, it should be quite an interesting race. With Dougie taking the pole, as I predicted. Wingman saying soft to medium, the one stop. We start the formation lap now. So, tyre strategies. Let's go into set up everything. So the top 13 drivers all on the softs. 14th is Honest Crook. On the mediums, 16th is Servanite, just hasn't started, neither has James, but 16th is Conehouse in the mediums, Zach 18th, and 20th after his penalties is Aaron, also on the mediums. So these guys, I think, we should be in for a great battle with Dougie and Wogboy especially. Totsu and Schmidt will have also a great battle. in P3 and P4. And Banana will just try and hold on. I'm not sure if Banana has the pace to keep up with these top 4 drivers. Obviously, we'll see the likes of Tao and Berger and Zach and Aaron climb up the field. So you could have a top 8 fighting for the lead if we do have a late safety car. Potentially. As the guys line up on the grid. For the start of the Brazilian Grand Prix. So Zach just telling me running a stock setup with 0 practice. So Zach having it all to do from P18 as we get set for the race. Mercedes on pole, Williams on the front row as we get the 5 red lights. And away we go for the Brazilian Grand Prix. I think Dougie gets the better start of the two. Looks like Wogboy will take right behind Dougie. Now, the Todster and Schmidt are battling it out for P3, P4. Banana trying to get past. It looks like Alcatraz in P5. I think he does get overtaken by Alcatraz in P5. Now, down in P6, Lunacy, or P7 Lunacy, I should say. As Honors, Crook, and Server, the teammates swap positions. Tao getting pushed wide by Breno and leaving him vulnerable to counter crap in the overtake. Sector 2 yellows already. They just scroll down the field. I don't think there's any battles coming up. Scroll down the field. Look, James and Aaron already crashing. So Aaron's day is already done. Expect a very early retirement for him. As the field, other than that, the field seems quite clean. Coming through this second sector. Dougie obviously leading the pack now. From Todster, well from Logboy, then Todster, then right behind him is Schmidt, Alcatraz in P5. Now down in P6, Banana Cake Pie. In P7, Lunacy is under pressure from Breno. Is Breno going to be able to take him? I think Breno will. He's going to have the outside line. Lunacy going to back off. P9 is very late step. P10 can't do crap. Looks like Smeg or Berg. I think this Smeg going very wide. Going into the first of the center resters. Going to get overtaken by Zach. Coming down in P13. Just curl back up the field. Very lazy towers on the inside of Lunacy. Lunacy's not giving the position up. Looks like they're going to go side by side. I think Tao's just going to let that position go. It's like Counter Crap's going to be right behind Tao once again. As down the field, James is going to come into the pits. Gala's on his crook, 5th position, down in P15 and 16. As he scroll back up with Dougie continuing to hold the lead from Mogboy, with Todster and Schmidt right behind those guys. Schmidt trying to get that podium position back once again. It was starting lap 3 of 36 of this Brazilian Grand Prix. These guys are starting to, I think it looks like 2 yellow for James to spun. Dougie fastest side momentarily with Wogboy stealing that with 1 minute 11.0. It's Dougie, and I think Dougie giving the draft from to Wogboy, I should say. As Tao does get past Lunacy in the first corner. Counter Crap trying to get past Lunacy right now with Game Burger. Obviously, the Counter Crap and Burger having an alteration, having a little incident in Canada. What's going to happen between these two guys? It's like it's going to be clean so far as both Tao and Lunacy goes very wide. As we have a safety car for James, who has crashed as it looks like that is turn 10. So early safety car. But I think we were saved from probably an incident coming into, looks like that was turn 6. But I wonder how many of these guys will come to the pits. We're starting with Dougie. It's quite early on. One or two might come for the hards to the end. 33 laps on the hards. Not sure if they want it. They might go for a two-stop as well. So Dougie into the pit straight away. Wogboy staying out. Tulsa staying out. Looks like everyone else is actually staying out except for Dougie. Dougie's into the pits already. Tower also into the pits. May have to double stack. Can't do crap in the pits. Snag into the pits. Honest Crook staying out. Looks like Zach's also into the pits. Reedy is in the pits. Gala's in the pits. Servana, all these guys in the pits. So Dougie will come out in P11 with fresh mediums. Smeg on hards. Towel on mediums. Zach on softs. Country crap on mediums. Servana on mediums. Reedy on mediums. Gala's also on mediums. Aaron should come out on possibly hards or softs. We shall see soon. I think he's coming in now. Just going to put on fresher than mediums actually. So Aaron's committing to a two-stop. So the top, for the bottom 10, well not bottom, the 10 drivers didn't pit and 10 did. So we have a even spread of strategy here. With the top 8 all on soft tyres. We come up to the field. So Wogboy will lead the way. As we wait for the rest of the guys to catch up to the safety car. But quite an eventful first few laps, I should say. Not as eventful as Australia last week with a big crash, but first corner, about turn 4, James and Aaron have a little incident. And James somehow losing it down at turn 10. I'm not sure how he's actually done that. But so he's out of the race we have one retirement. As Zach coming into the pits now. He'll come out at the back. Actually no, he'll probably come out in front of his teammate Aaron, who was quite a while away still. So possibly another lap or two for these guys to come, for the safety car to come in. Mogboy would want to pull away from Tossa. I believe the top 3 which I don't want to pull away from the rest of the pack. Breno, who's also getting some love in the comments, is down in P6 in his Ferrari. Obviously Ferrari going for that split strategy with kinds of crap pitting early on for fresh mediums. So a lot of these guys are not going to make the end on mediums, so you have to go back on softs at the end. Probably, so hopefully they have an extra, they have a spare set. As I think potentially safety car could come in this lap. But I'm not sure if it will. Keep an eye out for it as we're starting the third sector now. It is in this lap, okay. So we'll stay on with Logboy, who slows the field down. Hopefully no Constantina effect. As Gengar Phillips encouraging Dougie down in P11 who did pit. As we wave the green flags as the race is back on. Todster right on the back of Wogboy. He's going to make a move. He is going to make a move down the inside. Todster will take the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Schmidt's going to keep third. He's going to try to take Wogboy for second with Banana right on the tail of Alcatraz. Looks quite clean with Reedy and Conte both pitting already. I'm not sure what happened. They may have got damage from that safety car restart. Alcatraz and Banana side by side out of turn 4. Banana taking that position. Now Breno trying to get past Alcatraz back down in P6. It looks like Breno will not be able to get Alcatraz. But up ahead, Mogboy hampering the back of Todster for this first position. It looks fairly clean. Other than that, obviously Contracrap and Reedy both taking damage in the pits. That's basically ruined their races already. I'd like to know what happened with those guys. Wogboy can't get past Todster. after conceding position on that first corner. Dougie Falcons already up in P9. He goes side by side with Honest Crook. Honest Crook looking very, very wide actually. Wow. Almost losing position. Zach also taking Conehouse for P11. So these two guys are fighting it out. They come at the front. Towel getting overtaken by Aaron. Sector 1 yellows. That is Conehouse has lost the car. I think he does have wind damage. So that is his race basically over. Unfortunately for him. Tulsa come. No, sector 2 yellows. I'm not sure for who. I do know for who actually. Honest Crook is in the fence. He's gonna come out. Oh, can't do crap. Oh, not can't do crap. Conehouse taking evasive action, and that is Honest Crook with having to pit as well. Coming back up the field once again. Todser can't get that 1 second gap between Walkway. The gap is increasing ever so slightly. I think Darius will be on at this lap. We wait for confirmation. Yes, Darius enabled. Lap 8 of 36. We come into the center S's. Gameberger passing Lunacy for P7. Dougie also passing Lunacy. Lunacy losing 2 positions in that one corner. Now, so Dougie, the first guy of the stops, up in P8. The rest of the people in front of him are all on soft tyres. So give it a few more laps. We should be smooth sailing from here on out. Obviously, Dougie will have to make an extra stop. Obviously into the pits. But Walkway is not letting Totsa go whatsoever. Schmidt is not letting these guys go. Banana Cake is getting out of JRS range. You can't keep up with these guys. With Zach getting past Lunacy now. So Lunacy from P7 up down to P10 in the space of 1 lap. Unfortunately for him. Schmidt trying to get past, trying to keep up with these guys. Wogboy can't get past Todster for that P1. They do open DRS once again. He's gonna come into the substrain. He wasn't in there for a while. Guy's getting the first 30-second penalty of the race. As now it looks like Schmidt has caught back up and down in P4 after that top 3 group of cars. From P4 down to P8 there's another little battle pack for Banana, Alcatraz, Breno, Berger and Dougie. I'm not sure how much longer Banana can hold on. Keep an eye on this little battle as it will spice up sooner rather than later. Alcatraz is under pressure from Breno, who's also under heavy pressure from Gameberger, who looks like he'll take the inside line and may take that P6 position from Breno. But maybe Breno has that straight line speed. I think he does. He'll hold the inside line. He'll keep position 6. Dougie Falcons is going to try and get P7 from Gameberger. As I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do it. Tao getting a 30-second penalty now. Down in P12. Not having a good race for him. Now, looks like Gameberger is still trying to attack the back of Brenner, who's now trying to attack the back of Alcatraz. Looks like, I think Banana does not have the cornering speeds. Or as much cornering speeds as the guys behind him. He's essentially losing a little bit of time down there. But gets it back on the straights. Breno pestering the back of Alcatraz for a moment and then losing a lot more time in the slower corners to Gameberger. Has a little slide out of the basically the final corner. And now Dougie Falcons should have a great run on him. Mogboy's in the fastest of the race in P2. Dougie Falcons on those fresher medium tyres will take P7. Yes, he does. Takes P7 from Breno. So yeah, another overtake for the Brit. As Logboy actually getting past Todser in turn 4. Todser actually going to try and go side by side with him. And they're going to go side by side. Actually, Logboy pulls out. And this lets XJ Schmidt come back into the race. As these three guys are very close knit together. And looks like nothing can separate them. But I think Logboy may be able to get the edge on Todser this lap in this DRS zone. Obviously both of them, well, Logboy having a lot less ERS than Toddy, with Schmidt having the most out of all three. Coming into the straight once again. I'm going to stay on with Logboy this time. See how close he can get to Todser if he doesn't make a move now into turn 1. No, he doesn't, not on this occasion. Come down. Gameberger does pit on his first to blink on the soft tires. Breno getting overtaken by Dougie Falcons into the center S's. They're going to go side by side through there, but it looks like Dougie will have the edge and he'll take P6. Now, he's going to be on the attack as Schmidt actually getting past Logboy this time into turn 4. This will be great for Toddy. He'll try to bridge a gap in this first round of pit stops. As we're in lap 12 of 36. So a third of the way there. But I don't think Logboy has the tyre life to keep up with Toddy. Looks like he's been using a lot of his ERS as well. I think Brazil is a very hard track to keep your ERS in check. We come down watching Dougie and Alcatraz riding on board with Dougie Falcons now. He is currently 6/10 behind Alcatraz, as we'll start him for the entirety of this lap, just seeing how he goes about his business through the NRS's. Look at Alcatraz sliding all over the place. Look at understeering into turn 3. Already losing 0.3 of a second to Dougie. As it looks like Smeg and Servanite are battling it out down to turn 1 for P13. As we're coming into the midsection of the track, the midfield. As Dougie is caught right off to the back of Alcatraz. You can see how much more speed he can take through these corners. Now Alcatraz, I don't think you can see him sliding out of these corners. He can't get the traction he wants out of these corners. Dougie has a much closer gap to both these guys. Will any of them pit? It looks like Banana does pit, leaving Alcatraz vulnerable to an overtake from Dougie. We'll send it round the outside. Alcatraz does just let him through. Very pretty smart by Alcatraz. Banana does pit. He will come out. Probably in P, just in front of Smeg. I believe he does, yeah. Come out in front of Smeg. Or will he? I don't know if he can. He almost clobbers the outside fence. He will come out behind the Smeg. But in front of his teammate, he was losing the rear end. But if behind Gameberger, who is going to have a fight for P12. So both of these guys obviously in a battle with each other before the pit stops. They're going to go side by side now. Through turn 4 into turn 5. Now, through turn 6 and 7. Gameberger losing traction. They have to slow down. They're going to go back up to Dougie, who's piling away. It looks like these three guys are staying. No, Toddy coming to the pits. Logboy and Schmidt staying out for another lap. He's going to do 14 laps on these soft tyres. Dougie up into P3 now. And it looks like Toddy should come out behind Galas, I believe. As Banana is coming right onto the back of Smeg. Banana on the hard, the snake on the hard tires on the inside. Banana on the outside. Banana taking that P11 spot now. So from the lead, it's around a 19-second stop from these guys. So we'll keep that in mind. Gameberg and Smeg exchanging positions now. It looks like most of the field is just a little bit spread out now. The top two are currently possibly the closest guys on the track, as both of them do pit. So we'll go down to Toddy, who was in the lead in coming into the pits. I was like to see how good of an outlap that he brings. Will he take the lead, the effective lead, coming out of the pits? As he's coming across the start-finish line, and he will overtake both of them coming into the first corner, so they will have the shorter run. He sees him right there, right on the left of your screen. Toddy getting a 30-second penalty, pushed for multiple warnings, but he will take the effective lead of the race with the cost of 3 seconds though. Schmidt's teammate Galas could maybe hold Toddy up just a little bit to give Schmidt that edge that he needs to catch right back up to Toddy. Just maybe there's some team orders going on in here. Garlo's just trying. Looks like he's struggling. Obviously, yeah, he's on 12 lap old mediums. I think he is holding up Tossa though. So he's got to get past him on this straight. It looks. I wonder if Garlo's will let Schmidt through as well. Now, yeah, Toddy will get past him. And Schmidt is still too far behind to mount any sort of challenge. Going down the order though, as Alcatraz also pits, he comes out behind the two drivers. As Berger and Banana are still fighting it out for these midfield positions. Looks like Berger will have the edge this time around. I think, yeah, Garlo's letting Schmidt through. The Racing Point teammates. Is he going to hold up Bogboy just a little bit? Give Schmidt some breathing room? Maybe. Maybe that could be the case. Bogboy trying to find a way around the outside. Going to cut back onto the inside. Obviously, this will be the outside once again, though. So is he going to be able to take it? No, he won't. Scarlett actually goes very wide, and that will yield the position to Wogboy. So Schmidt gaining a lot of time. Wogboy losing a lot of time as well. 1.2 seconds behind Schmidt now, out of DRS range. So this will hurt Wogboy just that little bit. Take him out of that fight for a few laps at least. Schmidt going purple, getting a purple lap time. And is on the attack, Todster. As now, Kona's getting a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. I think he will retire. He's just stopped. I think he must have spun it. Coming into, looks like he's turn 8. And I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just stopping on track, letting everyone through. Cutting back to the battle with Todster as we go past the Red Bull. Just about now, there he is. Keeping himself out of the way. But just have 2 yards, that is for Conehouse. Schmidt still trying to get past Toddy. 6 tenths is a gap, up to 7 tenths now. Conehouse getting another penalty for another corner cut. He may retire for the race sooner or later. To be honest, he is 27 seconds behind Honest Crook. He's getting a 30-second penalty. XJ Schmidt, 6 tenths behind. But from the lead, these guys are only 13 seconds. So if Dougie pits, he will come out around probably just in front of guys. Konas does retire on track actually. Just actually pulls the safety car. So obviously the Shores don't like retiring on track for this very reason, pulling an unnecessary safety car. But this will be a big free kick for Dougie and Zach and Aaron and Tao, as they are, especially Dougie. Dougie's very far ahead of the other guys. Full 5-second gap. This is great for Dougie coming into the pits. Okay, that's his leave. Okay. Server gets a penalty. As looks like Otis Crook comes into the pits. He's a lap down. As I think he might actually lose out to these guys, but he'll be on fresh softs for 16 laps though. He needs to be on. I think he'll come out in between Schmidt and Wogboy. He does, just behind Schmidt. As it looks like Zach actually stayed out, so Zach does stay out. So he may pit later on. Because he did pit for his second set of medium tyres, so he still needs to pit once again to get that tyre strategy done, to not be disqualified. Obviously you need to have run the race on 2 different sets of compounds, so either soft medium, soft hard, or medium and hard. So far Zach has done medium, so he will need to pit once again. I'm not sure, I think Toddy and Schmidt and the rest of the guys who have pitted not under safety car before will run to the end. As they're probably doing around 20 laps or so on those medium tyres. So they might actually do another lap. Aaron into the pits. So he'll drop down possibly behind Garlaz. As who is that going very wide? Is that Honest Crook? I think it is. It must be Honest Crook, it is, yep. Honest Crook going very wide, getting out the way of everyone. Good move for him. Aaron coming out of the pits behind Lunacy, it looks like. So the second safety car is out. We're waiting on for Reedy probably, who's down 47 seconds from the lead currently. But we should be another lap or so before green flags. Once again, with 15 laps to go. Not too sure what the strategy is for Zach. Obviously he has to pit again. I don't know if Dougie can make 15 laps last on his soft tyres. He may also have to pit again. So if Toddy and Schmidt pit earlier, we'll have to make a second stop. Dougie is in a great set. There's fresh tyres. And he'll probably be able to overtake probably the top 3. Just on tyre life alone, especially Zach's. Zach could be running out quite a bit. He'll be running on low tyres. Low, very, very worn tyres, I should say. But as Zach, I'm not sure what to say anymore, but we have a very split strategy for all these drivers, so it'll all come together in the next 15 laps or so. I think safety car should come in this lap. I think Honest Crook retires from the race as well. I did miss that. So we have 17 runners left in this race. 6 more than last time out in Australia. As I think is it coming in this lap? We'll find out in just a sec. It is, okay. So enough silence. We go back to green flag racing. Tosser right on the back. Dougie Falcon's actually hanging back to these guys. Let's look at that. He's getting an overlap as Zach puts the throttle down, and now we'll go for green flag racing. Tosser's going to do what he did to Wogboy. He's going to go for the move straight away. He's going to cut back on the inside. It's going to be the outside for turn 2. It's going to be right there for turn 3. He's touched Zach. Is that going to be a bump and run? I think it is. Looks like he's going to take the lead. Dougie's going to take P3 from Schmidt, but he might back out of it just now. I think Tosser will take the lead of the race once again from Zach. As Zach goes wide and onto the grass, he will lose that P2 spot. He's looking very, very racy right now. He's going to try and get that P1 back. Dougie trying his hardest to get past Schmidt as well, but Schmidt's trying to get past Zach. It's a very close-knit racing right now. Brenner getting past Banana Cake. Brenner getting past Alcatraz as well. Brenner getting a double. It's just going to be 2-3 wide coming into the corners of these guys. Dougie getting past extra Schmidt now. So he has been released. Schmidt now under pressure from Wogboy. As we cut back to the fastest lap. That's the wrong one. My bad. Okay. So yeah, everyone very close knit, but Schmidt looking under a heap of pressure from Wogboy, with Aronson the fastest time, down in P10. Honest Crook leaving in the comments saying can't pass on the safety cars and didn't want to ruin anyone's race, so he just retires, which is a good thing for him to do. Anyway, back to the racing. Dougie Falco catching right back up to Zach, who's lagging a little bit actually. And Dougie may put a move on Zach coming onto the next DRS straight. Towel actually into the pit, so he must have had damage somewhere during that lap, as he does retire actually. So 16 runners. I don't think we shouldn't have a safety car. Hopefully not. Did retire in the pits, but Tosser getting a great gap after almost a second. Zach 19 lap old mediums. Those tires must be ruined right now. So sorry about that. So DRS enabled. Dougie Falcons does not need DRS to get past Zach into turn 1. He's going to try to crisscross on him as well. He's going to pull back. He's going to get a better run into out of turn 3. He's going to hold the outside line. He's going to get it done on the outside. He's going to go onto the curb. It's going to be 2. Oh no, what's happened there? Oh my god. Big crash. I think that was Tao's car retiring from the race, and it just popped out of nowhere. And Sir Schmidt has run right into the back of it. Oh my god. I think Schmidt just completely got blown up there. As you can see, there is Tao's car, who's still on the track. But Schmidt literally, I didn't even see Tao's car. I didn't even see it there. That was so surreal. But big accident for Schmidt. Only taking out one car though. Tosser coming to this. This is great for Toddy. Dougie's staying out. Zach also staying out on 20 lap old mediums. Up to 21. Everyone else is staying out. Only Toddy actually pitting. Quite interesting that is. He may try to go into 10 laps to go. He might go onto the soft tiers. Onto the softs. A Servana also retires. So it's 14 guys left. I'm not sure what happened to Server. Dougie, or Zach, almost overtaking Dougie on the safety car. That could have been bad. But Tossa now has to overtake the whole field in 10 laps. I'm not sure how many will have to actually pit again, or who can make it with their current tyres. But Toddy having to pass another 11 cars to get that P1 position back. So safety car out once again. The saying is safety car breeds safety cars, but that wasn't the result. I don't think that was the result of the safety car. I think Tao's situation was, but personally, I think the AI should have ghosted if he retired, because he retired coming into the pits, and then took him up until turn 5 to actually stop, which is quite dangerous. And we saw Schmidt losing the race just because of that. For a second, I honestly thought that was Dougie just stopping completely. And for just a lag spike or something, but no, it was very Lazy Tail's AI who came out on track, did not ghost, came out on the middle of the track with no one expecting him, and Schmidt running right into the back. So his race is over. Server, I don't know what he was doing, but Server's race is over. So 14 runners with 9 laps to go. There could be potential for another safety car. We could have less than 11 runners, which would beat Australia's record last week. Which would be absolutely crazy if somehow that happens. For so long, for most of the race, we had one guy of James Cruz, the only car out for most of the race, and then it all pops off at the end as desperation starts to come into play. Safety car in this lap. So the field coming back up once again as Dougie slowing down right up. We'll see where he goes. He goes now, I think. Not yet, actually. Now he goes. So Dougie in the lead of the race currently. Behind him is Zach, but behind him is a big bunch of guys who I think Zach's going to try to send it down the inside. He does. Zach pushes Dougie wide. Dougie's going to take P2 back, but he's not. Zach's going to take the lead. Dougie's lost out completely. Now Wogboy's going to take P2. Now down in P3, P4, P5. That's like P8. There's a big battle of cars going 3-4 wide into turn 4. It looks like Alcatraz's going to try and go around the outside. He's going to lose out. Brenner's second P3. Aaron's on P4. Now down the battle, down lower in the pack, Country Craft is ahead of. Looks like Toss is going to send it down the inside. In front of him, the Garenberger is going to go side by side with Alcatraz. In front of him, Aaron and Banana are fighting out as well. Always going to get into cleanly, but Dougie Falcons, the race leader, retiring from the race, getting pushed out right out sideways. Bud Hod, thanks for the comment. Been a great race, to be honest. Great racing. As we're seeing right now, with these two guys going side by side. Can't do crap from Gameberger. History between these two guys. They're bumping all along the straight. There's going to be 3 wide into turn 1. What's going to happen? I think that is Country Crab taking the lead of these 3 guys. And now Alcatraz is going to have a bad run. Alcatraz is going to be 3 wide once again. Is going to be an incident? No, there's not. Somehow, no one has crashed just yet. Oh my god, there's so much action going on right now. Because Alcatraz is spun. Alcatraz is spun in the middle of the track, so he's now down in P13. Zach looks like, oh my, absolute carnage after that safety car. Tulsa and Banana switching positions there. Tulsa up to P5, Aaron up to P3, Brennan down to P4. Zach on 24 lap old medium tyres is still in the lead of the race. And Toddy, who I said before had to overtake 11 cars, is now up into P5. Is now is under pressure, is putting pressure on Brenner for P4. So Tossa, probably the biggest winner out of this, now up into P4. 13 runners left in this race. DRS is now enabled. So Tossa right behind Brenner, up at front. Wogboy is pressurizing Zach for first. With Aaron, Zach's teammate right behind him. All these guys will have DRS. Wogboy pulling out to the inside and will take the lead of the race with 30 out of 36 laps of this Brazilian Grand Prix. Kondracek is the 30-second penalty down the order in P7. He's now behind Banana Cake in front of Lunacy. Brenner is still in front of Todster, but Zach and Aaron are fighting out. I think Zach's tyres are finally gone off. It's like Aaron, is he going to send it down the inside or around the outside? No, he's not. The two harsh drivers, are they going to crash? Once again, we've seen this throughout the season. I don't think they're going to have anything on. Looks like Aaron's going to wait for the DRS zone, as will many of these other drivers. But Wogboy putting a 1.3 second lead. As Aaron, going around the outside, is going to have DRS. And he will take P2 from Zach, unless Zach breaks very late and he's going to let Aaron through. So Aaron takes that P2 spot. Toddy getting past Brenner for P4. Brenner under pressure from Banana, who's under pressure from Canto Crap. Big train. Zach also actually getting past Aaron once again now. So two harsh drivers fighting it out for P2. Toddy's getting right up close to these guys. They're going to go side by side into turn 6, through turn 7 now. It looks like Aaron's going to try to send it down the inside of Zach. This is great racing from these two drivers. They're still going side by side through turn 9 now, up into turn 10. Is anything going to yield? The answer is no. Through turn 11 now, Toddy's right behind him. Looks like Aaron's going to take the lead just momentarily. But now Toddy is right behind both of these guys. He's going to make a move. He's got the freshest tyres of all of them. And he will make a move on Zach. Looks like Aaron finally gets that P2 spot after a lap-long battle with his teammate. I think Zach is going to be under heavy pressure from Toddy. He's great on the brakes in this first corner. Not today though. As we're coming out of the center S's into the second DRS zone. Totsa, can he make a move? Drivers trying to get out of each other's way. Or trying to get out of each other's toe. As Toddy touches Zach ever so slightly. Walker with a 2.1 second lead over Aaron. Sector 2 yards. Contra Crap is out of the race. What's happened with him? I'm not sure. He's actually out. He's at the wall. Maybe on the inside. It's VSC on lap 32 or 36. So Contra Crap is out. 12 runners left. Is anyone going to pit? Zach for sure has to pit now. For sure. And Toddy going down to P7. I missed that, but Toddy losing out to Zach or Aaron. Down to P7 again. Only 4 laps to go. I think Toddy he hit Gainberger. I don't think he lost any wing there. Brilliant racing from here. Logboy staying out. Aaron staying out. Zach still staying out. Unless Zach's put on some softs somewhere. I don't think he's had any. He has. He's put softs somewhere. So Zach, I think he may have put on softs for a lap. Believes we have green flag riding once again. The battle continues down the order with Gainberger and Toddy. Toddy has to fight his way through. Berger has damage right now. So Toddy getting up into P6. Breno is right behind Zach. Smeg and Reedy battling it out. Garland getting 3-second penalty. Someone spun. That is Reedy who's spun now. He's lost his front wing. I wonder if he should continue the race. Sector 2 yellows. No safety car though. Smeg, Alcatraz and Reedy all out of contention for any battles. Breno right on the, or currently on the back of Banana, who has, Breno on the back of Zach, with Banana on the back of Fib. Totsa on the back of Banana. If now, Totsa, can he somehow get past these guys 2 laps to go, or 34-36, 3 laps to go, technically. Into the first corner. Can he get past? Looks like the battle behind is even closer. Gala's Lindsay and Smeg fighting it out. Totsa and Berger Totsa and Banana. Can Totsa get past Banana? He sends it down the inside. He will get the move done. Zach, 30 laps on those medium tyres. He's still going. I don't think surely has no life in them. I don't think Totsa will get the win. He may, probably at best, will get a third. Probably. But coming into the second to last lap, the gap to first second is 1.4 seconds. Toddy is going to try and make a move now on Breno. And behind them, the battle pack of Garlaz, Lucy and Smeg for P8. As none of them, Smeg does actually pit. So Smeg, I'm not sure why. Maybe he had damage, but he does pit. So now Alcatraz up into P10. Toddy cannot get past Breno because Breno is putting pressure on Zach. So this could be a double overtake on the last lap, on the second last lap. They're going to go side by side. Banana could be the big winner here. It's now Breno and Toddy going side by side. Toddy's going to get that position. Up into P4 is Totsa, but Breno's going to send it down the inside again. He's going to push Toddy out the way. Toddy's going to almost spin on the curbs. Just giving Zach a great gap. Now Banana's going to be on right, on the back of Totsa. Behind them, Gameburger, Gars and Lucy right behind each other as well. Battle is all over the place. We start the final lap of the race. This is the last lap. It's a battle for P4 and a battle for P7 as well. Totsa is finally going to get past Breno. I believe he is. Yes, he is. Finally getting past Breno. Down the back, it looks like Gameburger is in front of Garlaz and Lunacy. Back up to P4 now. Totsa, can he get past, can he hold Breno now once again? Can he get past Zach? He can cut down a second in the lap. 31 lap old mediums versus 10 lap old softs. Don't think he can do it, but he is a series champion after all. Banana and Breno having their own little battle with equal amounts of tyre wear for them both. Garlaz trying to go around the outside of Gameburger. He's not going to be able to get it done. Gameburger looks to be holding up these two guys. I don't think Totsa will take that P3, but we've come up to the front of the pack to Wogboy, who comes back and will win the Brazilian Grand Prix. P2 goes to Aaron. P3 will go to Zach, who gets a bad run. It'll go to Totsa. Totsa will take P3. Breno will take P3 from Totsa from Banana, from Gameburger to Zach to Lunacy. Alcatraz will take P9. Garlaz spinning on the final corner. He will, I don't know if he'll finish. Smeg will actually take P10. What a finish. Breno taking P3 at the very end. Garlaz, I think he's run out of fuel. He has. Garlaz has run out of fuel. And he gets disqualified for not moving. So 11 runners matching Australia somehow at the end. There's 11 runners in the race. Reedy will finish the race in P11, getting some points for Alfa Romeo. What a race. Once again, these guys absolutely providing great entertainment for all of us. Wogboy in the Williams, lifting that trophy. As we will look at the standings. So, classifications after 47 minutes or 36 laps of the Brazilian Grand Prix, Wogboy will take the win from Aaron. Breno will take P3 just by penalties. Tossa will take P4. Banana Cake will take P5. While Gameburger P6. Zach down in P7. Lunacy down in P8. Alcatraz P9. Snake P10. And Reedy, the last of the finishers, down in P11. Kanto Crab getting taken out just at the end there, down in P12. Dougie Falcons losing the lead and losing the race in P12. Servanite getting caught up in the Towel incident, as well as Schmidt. Towel retiring from the race. Honest Crook getting lapped, I believe, as he retires under safety car. Conehouse causing that safety car. Meanwhile, James Cruz causing the first safety car. And finally, Garlez getting disqualified after running out of fuel on the last lap of the race. What a race. But I guess that will be it for Blue Championship tonight. Yep, everyone leaving. Okay, I hope all of you have enjoyed for the penultimate round of the Blue Championship. Obviously, another absolutely stunning race for these guys. And next time out, next week, the final race of the Blue Championship season before we have our off-season break in Hockenheim in Germany. So, we'll see you all then. Thank you and good night.